Give him the forecast.
Omega level threat detected.
Ancient sands, heed my command and reclaim these relics of hatred!
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you haven't had a chance to do so by now, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And to go a step further, I humbly ask that you tap that notification bell. That way you'll be updated each and every time I'm uploading something new. Also follow me on Instagram at YB Speaks, as well as my TikTok page at YB Speaks. Okay? And be prepared because a lot of speaking, is about to be had. All right? The first order of business is the continuous conversation about the quality, hello God, of customer service. There are a lot of people speaking about today's lack, hello God. Actually, it's completely non-existent, right? There really is no quality customer service in any type of space anymore. If we can just tell the truth about that. I think that it's important to really think in depth about what the contributing factors are to the obvious decline in non-existent quality of customer service. Okay? I think it's definitely important to really think about that. That way we all across the board, hello God, can understand the why. That way your spirit, your soul, your everlasting existence is not disturbed at the lack thereof and or non-existence of quality customer service. I want to say this, people. One thing I loved about Carisha Please when she reaped her ugly head through the streets of life, child. What I love about a lot of the political debacle, the foolishness of it all, what I love about a lot of the exposure, hello God, the pandemics, a lot of stuff has happened in the past just 5 years, right? A lot. We finally have woken up and realized that most, if not all of the world and the people in it, more specifically, the people that run it, and the people that think that they have a choice in who chooses who runs it. Okay? That realization that we're all fools, easily, manipulated, hello God, in the era of trying to be more emotionally intelligent, because let's think about it. People 10 years prior were not even talking about, being emotionally intelligent. This is fairly recent where people are trying to acknowledge emotional intelligence. And it's crazy to me, how the world, the people that run this world can play on that, right? And it's a very methodical and systematic manipulation tactic that they employ on the malleable, the easily molded. Okay? And I think when we talk about customer service, we have to think about when we started to truly see that decline. And I think, although yes, it was very scattered and very minimal prior to the Carisha Please, but we started to see the true nature of people, businesses, corporations, these industries, realizing that they don't care about the people that work for them, the people that make them profits, the people that are literally putting in way more work than they have. right? We see across the board in every industry, every career path, whatever, there's a lot of struggle and strife. There's a lot of, indifference, especially when we talk about compensation, honey. The wages aren't waging, when we the realization that, girl, at a drop of a dime, right? You lose your job. Something can be happening in the world and you're done. The behavior of humans, the true depths. I think we had this conversation not too long ago about the true depth of humanity. And the issue at hand is the people that really run this world have made just existing damn near impossible. When your employee realizes that you're making billions in profit, right? And they're still struggling to take care of either themselves or their families, and paying the bills, girl, putting food on the table, just a semblance of happiness. Because I know a lot of y'all girls, y'all love to say, well, money don't buy happiness. Well, the only people that say that are the people that have money. But that money that y'all take for granted, hello gone, could really make someone happy. Because a lot of our problems, you know what I'm saying? Our problems are financial. All we need is the money, and that would complete the happiness. Because, girl, we know how to love. We know how to appreciate, because we've had so many rainy days, right? But you want the people to go out here and work 2 and 3 jobs, and you want them to do it with a smile on their face? You want them to do it with, cutesy demurity, girl? And I understand, because I am an advocate about, girl, leave your problems at the door. But that was 10, 20 years ago, where our problems today are way more than what they were 10, 20 years ago, girl. So it's kind of hard to leave your problems at the door when, girl, you really sinking, you under. Carisha Police also allowed for a time where, no social condition, not social, girl. Well, it did lead to a certain type of social conditioning. Social distancing is what I was trying to say, but that links as well too, because that socially conditioned people to not want to fuck with people. Because again, when you sit down and realize what panic does to folks, their real nature comes out, you don't want to be fucked up with nobody. When you look at most of the humans in the world, y'all are evil. Y'all are spiteful. Y'all are hateful. Y'all are disgusting and very disturbing to the human experience. And I look at life this way. A lot of times, the most disgruntled, the most angry, those are really good people. They're just over your bullshit. They're over the world. They're over the raggedy ass 99.9% of the people that dwelleth among us. Not all the time, but I have noticed that a lot of the ones who are like, girl, stay away from me, the loners, the ones who have the permanent scowl, they're actually good people on the inside. Yeah, honey, their fuck it meter, hello God, is at an all-time fuck it type of level. When you apply so many pressures onto human beings, don't be surprised when it's like, girl, I'm just here to get the coin to pay these bills. I'm here because I got to take care of the household. Y'all tell us we got to pay these bills every 30 days. Girl, at this point, we're done faking it till we make it. I'm going to come in here and do my 8 and be great, or whatever, the allotted hours for my shift or whatever, girl, and I'm going to get the fuck on. No one said, you know what I'm saying? So yes, I agree. Sometimes I get upset about the lack and or non-existent the quality of customer service these days, but I understand. So it's okay for the employer to be ruthless in nature and to only look at people as numbers and to treat them like trash. You want to push your productivity so you can continue to pay the mortgage, hello God, on your mistress's vacation home, on your vacation home, you know, buying lavish gifts for you and your family, going on real vacations. Meanwhile, your employees struggle. That is a real act of, girl, we don't care about you. But then you want to get mad at those very people who you show that raggedy ass behavior towards. You want them to show up to work to make you money with a smile on their face. And I know a lot of people say, and I say this too sometimes, pick another job. Sometimes you don't know what that person going through. You don't know what the situation is. And in this world, as we see, it's ran on coin. So you got to do what you got to do. I no longer expect people. I still get a little disturbed, child, okay? I still get a little when I recognize, because I have to also recognize that not everybody is me. Not everybody is going to be you. Not everybody's going to think the same way that you think. They're not going to carry the same weight and react accordingly like you would. I have to slowly recognize that these people, everyone's having a bad day. Lord knows I do. I told y'all, I think I told y'all about this. I was at Dunkin' Donuts. This was months ago. Maybe, ooh, child, I want to say like May, maybe. I was having one of those days. And this lady said they didn't have a certain sandwich or something that I wanted. And I was about to go the fuck off. And when I got to the window, she just looked at me and she, black ghetto fish child, read me for filth, but in a good way. And it uplifted me and it reminded me that, girl, calm down. You know, because y'all know I can go there. I can be high strung as fuck. But sometimes, you know, you have to recognize that everyone is human and everyone is fighting a battle you know nothing of. What do you want people to do, girl? And then that ties also into how I feel about, you know, you got a lot of people with the Whoopi Goldberg mentality and how they view and perceive this generation as just lazy. Y'all don't want to work. Girl, they looked at y'all. They looked at us. They saw the stress. They saw that you didn't have meaningful, real, genuine, positive connections with your children. They recognize the trauma of it all. They recognize, girl, that slavery shit is not for them. So yes, if these kids can get on here and make money on social media, make money by, you know, selling hoodies or, you know, trying to be entrepreneurs, you know what? By all means, do your shit. Because let me tell you why a lot of y'all are mad. Because you feel like, why couldn't it have been that easy for you? Guess what, girl? Every generation has their thing. A lot of y'all be jealous of y'all kids. A lot of y'all be jealous of the new generation. Because all y'all do is scream how easy they got it. They don't have it easy. They don't have it easy. This world, every single day, is on the precipice of annihilation. And everything is more exposed now. We lived, and well, not me particularly, hello God, I'm not that old, but most of the people that have the complaints about the young generation, about this current generation, they grew up in a time period where, girl, everything was under the carpet, everything was behind closed doors. And you want to know why you had that trauma now. You want to know why your grandma and them had that trauma now. You want to know why that touchy-feely uncle or that nasty auntie is still coming to Thanksgiving. Nowadays, this generation ain't putting up with that foolishness. You will not put that trauma on them. No, ma'am. Because they saw what it did to you. They saw how it tormented your life. And again, a lot of times, these are your children who recognize, girl, I don't want that because you treated me and my siblings like trash. You were a horrible person. You allowed your trauma to dictate, you know, the rest of your life in every aspect of your life in a negative way. I don't want that. I saw the results of that. I was a living witness to that trash. So because the new generation wants to go a different route, and to us it may look easy, but it's not easy to them. Because again, every generation has their thing. A lot of y'all just don't understand it and don't want to understand it because again, you're too busy hating. You're too busy wrapped up in your own jealousy because you're just like, oh my God, we didn't have the technology. You didn't have the technology. Hello God, we just started getting it. But y'all definitely didn't have it to be able to do the things, let alone the literacy for it. Let's just tell the truth. The times are not going to be always on your side. Things change. A different set of rules, a different set of expectations. And I applaud this newer generation for saying, we will not be moved, girl. You are not going to enslave our minds. You are not going to control our bodies. You're not going to dictate how I want to live my life. And again, a lot of the people that are upset is because, let's tell the truth, on a social level, that's why you think these old crusty white men want to control women's bodies. Why they want to have abortions, outlawed. Let me explain this again, because I keep repeating myself in multiple videos throughout my time here on YouTube about this very subject. They're more concerned about the workforce, the future workforce. This young generation don't want to have no babies. Why do you think old crusty white men that look like Crypt Keepers, girl, why do you think they're so invested in women's bodies? Of course, they claim pro-life because they know life is what they need in the workforce. Tell the truth. And I think once y'all realize that truth, and it's also very racist, themed as well too, because, we talk about this, and I'm always going to plug this in there for educational purposes so people can lock it in their minds and realize not only do they want to preserve the future workforce, they're also mad that white women have chosen, girl, I don't want to have these babies. Can we tell the truth? And I don't want people to eat me up, but I got to tell the truth. White people, it seems as if they, not all of them, but the majority of them plan to have kids. Unfortunately, in our community, because of a lot of things, there's a lot of traumas, there's a lot of things that are not addressed in the Black and brown communities, let's tell the truth. That's why you see a lot of us having more kids. Unplanned pregnancies. Trust me, the abortion thing really didn't have nothing to do with, we weren't trying to really talk to Black women, because unfortunately we know that Keisha and them are going to lay down. They're going to have a hot girl summer, and then by fall and winter, girl, they're going through the motions of pregnancy. We don't have to worry about them. But we have to worry about in 20 years, if that continues to be the trend and white people are not having white babies, Black and brown is going to be at an all-time high. So 2 things, let's go back. They care about preserving the future workforce, and they care about the fact that they do not want Black and brown folks to reign supreme and dominate over the white population. It is being recorded that births are at an all-time low, and I'm proud of that, because why do we want to invite new life into old shit, old drama, old trauma? Hello God, why do y'all want, look at the state of the world. Literal wars are being fought as we speak. Genocide is plaguing the human experience. Corruption, conspiracy. In my opinion, no country really has their shit together. The natural disasters are at an all-time high. Global warming and climate change is about to just rip through this bitch and do God knows what to it. Only time will tell. Violence, they say violence is down, but girl, it's all about people trying to report what they want to report on. We're in an election season right now. Of course, everybody wants to claim that their, city, town, county, state, whatever, is low on crime because they trying to get voted in. But all I know is when shit gets high, like inflation, all I know is when people can't pay their rent and they can't pay their bills on time, and you got all these mass evictions taking place, and all of the homeless is getting more homeless, hello gone, the hungry becomes more hungry, crime is going to increase. Period. I think a lot of y'all, you lay out these expectations. You want these young people to move like y'all did, like we did, and it's just not happening that way. I see it a lot in the school systems. And again, all of this has to do with quality customer service. The quality of your life will dictate how you treat other people. Okay? But I just want to talk about this shit real quick. When I look at the school system and I see on the news that you got kids that are really losing their mind over this new cell phone policy in the school system, this is just another effort for the school system to continue to prove that y'all are not equipped anymore to educate our young people. We need to redesign from the ground up, girl, literally. We need to rip out the old ways of the education system. We need a fresh start. Period. Again, another situation. Oh, the kids are on their phones. They're being disrespectful. They're cheating. They're this, girl. It is what it is. Y'all keep talking about no child left behind, right? Well, guess what? Phones are a part of this generation's tea. It is what it is. Deal with it. Adjust accordingly. There are, the same way y'all did with the Chromebooks, girl, during Carisha, please, you have firewalls up. You can do the same thing with these cell phones if you really wanted to. The thing about it is, though, and why the young people fight so much is they don't like to be feeling like they're being controlled or told what to do. Mind you, they're growing up in the same time period where it's supposed to be justice for all. They see a lot of the inequality. They see a lot of this discrimination. They see a lot of, especially when we see these videos of police brutality, these encounters with law enforcement, people that are supposed to protect and serve us. It's the same thing with these schools. You got a lot of these old teachers that it's all about control for them. They want to control you, and young people do not want to be controlled. They grew up in a time where free thinking was really popular. It is popular. But at the same time, y'all want to control their minds. You want to control their bodies. They're over it. I'm not mad at them for being over it because I'm over it. I've been over it. And deep down inside, a lot of y'all been over it. You've just been socially conditioned to just say, girl, if you can't beat them, join them. And I think, again, a lot of y'all are just really jealous that young people are at younger ages coming into their individuality. They're expressing themselves the way that you couldn't. Let's tell the truth. Y'all be so mad with y'all kids because they know who they are. They're getting to know who they are. They don't want to be socially conditioned. They want to be free to express themselves for who they are as individuals. Not who you expect them to be. Not who the world expects them to be. That's why I feel like it's important that we adjust, hello God, everything, at least every generation. It's important that we do that, because if we don't do that, we're going to be where we're at right now. Looking down on some of these young people like we don't understand them, we don't get them. And then you wonder why they're rebellious. I deal with that at my job. You got a lot of old heads at the job. They want to control the kids. Honey, talk to the kids. Be real with them. Be relatable to them. Stop trying to put all these rules and restrictions on them. Stop trying to control them, and you'll see there are other ways to get what you want. There's more than one way to skin a cat, girl. There's more than one way to get what it is you're seeking. It's that a lot of y'all don't have tact anymore. A lot of y'all don't have empathy anymore. And again, you're running based off of jealousy, hateration, because you're mad that you had to suppress, let's tell the truth, you had to suppress a lot because you were trying to fit the mold of what the expectation was from your family, from the world. And again, you know, we've gone back to the customer service situation just real quick. I think, you know, when we got into the whole space of social distancing and remote work, working from home, it allowed people to kind of like reassess themselves and where and the world around them. Again, seeing the very real truth, the real dark and ugly truth about the world, and working in capitalism and socialism. The kids are done. And if we tell the truth, we're done too. We've been done. We just never wanted to admit it. We just never wanted to speak about it because, again, we were just so like used to the shit. Don't be mad at these kids for not wanting to be used to nothing. Who want to slave 60 hours a week? Who wants to slave when there are other methods of making the coin? That's really why a lot of these politicians, that's why a lot of these people are just so mad. That's why they want to control your Cash Apps, your Zelles. That's why they want to know, they want to get all into your banking information. They want to see what's going on. They want a piece of that. That way they can force you to go out there and work that McDonald's job, and or force you to go work at Walmart, and force you to have some type of 9-to-5. They don't want you to be a successful entrepreneur. It takes away, when you think about it, if everyone is entrepreneuring and being successful, who gonna work the 9-to-5s? Who gonna work these jobs? It's all about the workforce, girl. That's all they care about. You're a number to them. So my advice to you, the young people, and even to these old hoes out here who are just stuck in their ways, hating and being secretly jealous of their kids and the young people around them, embrace that shit. Love that shit. Hone it. Hello, gone. I'm proud of this generation. It's gonna force a lot of these social mechanisms to kind of adjust as well too. Because if it's happening across the board, that means that those social mechanisms have no choice but to change accordingly, to adapt as well. We don't have to adapt to them, they have to adapt to us. That should have been the whole goal from the beginning. Because when you think about it, every time new laws and all this shit is happening, we have to adapt to it. Why can't these bitches in the world adapt to us? Especially in places where there's an alleged democracy, right? Where the people rule, the people's opinions, their vote counts, right? And from where I'm sitting, it seems like the vast majority of people that live in democracies, they've been begging and pleading for change. The old ways are old. It's time to adopt some new ways. It's time for the system to adapt, hello God, to what's happening in this society now. I don't know, just a lot of food for thought, girl. That's breakfast, lunch, dinner, a few snacks, girl. Hello God. Yeah. Y'all be blessed and never stressed. Remember, the health is truly wealth. Drop down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. And again, I just want to reiterate, you know, we have all of these expectations as it pertains to customer service, the quality or lack thereof, or the non-existent, you know, quality of customer service nowadays. But you know what? I'm not mad at it. The world is a grimy place. And let's tell the truth. I think human beings, through laziness, through, again, expectation, The customer is always right. The customer. Well, a lot of these customers are fucking assholes. Okay, let's just tell the truth. A lot of human beings, most if not all, are fucking cunts. And I'm sorry, girl, this is my third job of the day, and you finna cuss me out about some cold fries? You gonna get angry because, girl, the Sprite was not spriting? You're gonna get up. I see this a lot. A lot of people are angry. And y'all be taking out on these workers thinking you're high and mighty. But when Keisha and Devontae and them come from around that counter like they did down to that KFC girl, was it KFC or Taco Bell? I forget. But there was a video that went viral months ago. Honey, the whole entire fast food joint ran down on a couple of bitches and wore them out. The same way y'all be talking, oh, that little ass job. Y'all get mad at the employees for saying, well, fuck this little ass job. I'm going to beat your ass. But then y'all want to have conversations later talking about some, well, we really need them. We need to have respect for them, girl. Too little, too late, bitch. Y'all already created these monsters. And again, I'm not really all that mad at it because I understand. Again, the quality of one's life will determine how they react in the world, how they show up in the world. And a lot of y'all have proven time and time again, you care more about profits and tax incentives, tax credits, and all the things, right? Tax write-offs over people and the quality of their life. I guarantee you, if employees were happier, they were making more money, they had better benefits, they felt as if they were cared for, that they were not just another number, I guarantee you, no matter what job it is, a bitch gonna show up with a smile on their face, greeting people. Hello, God. The quality of customer service will be very present and non-lacking. But y'all have proven time and time again, you don't give a damn about the quality of life for your workers. So how, in turn, can you expect them to care about the quality of customer service? Anyway, all right, y'all. Bye.